Welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 4 with me, Jerupitus. So at the end of the last chapter, we learned that the other intruder is Ada Wong. And while I'm looting this bedroom, I want to take a little bit of time to talk about the relationship between Leon and Ada. We first meet Ada Wong in Resident Evil 2. And in that game, it's sort of the same as this game. She's a secret agent or a spy, however you'd like to put that. And she has her own motivations and does things for her own reasons, which sometimes puts her at odds with Leon. But they share a mutual respect and attraction, I would say. I think their relationship is a little bit better fleshed out in Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I fully plan on playing. That game looks amazing. And right away, let's check out this note. Female intruder. There seems to be a female intruder among us. We believe she's connected with Sarah. We also believe that she was the one who removed the egg injected into Sarah before it hatched. She may have had him retrieve the sample before the American agent's arrival. It's obvious that her objective is the sample. We must get to her before she is able to re-establish contact with Sarah. There's also reason to believe that she's working for somebody. We need her alive for interrogation. The female should be able to answer all our questions. After we have captured her, Sarah will no longer be of any concern. As long as we retrieve the sample, you may dispose of him as you see fit. So they know Ada's here now too, and they're after all of us.
Welcome. Got some rare things on. What are you selling?
So let's go ahead and sell all of our treasure as usual. We got 6 spinels,
Is that all?
5 velvet blues.
Is that all?
We're going to hang on to our green eye and red eye because we will be getting another butterfly lamp, and we'll sell him this mirror that we found literally right next to him.
Thank you. What are you buying?
And we're just going to check out the buy screen real quick just so I can talk about this. This is the broken butterfly. It is a Magnum, and it is ridiculously strong. However, we're not going to be buying that because we will be able to find one later on in the wild, so to speak, for free. And if you know anything about Resident Evil games, the Magnum is always just a boss killer. They're sweet. So in this room, we'll be able to check out these side panels. A dessert to cherish our remaining years. Bread begins the meal of life. Meat to savor the time at hand. One last drink and the bottle breaks, returning us to the dust from whence we came. That one's pretty goth. So that's supposed to help you figure out that when you ring this bell, you're supposed to shoot this wine bottle. And that's going to open that door to allow us to get access to that sweet, sweet treasure chest. Now, if you were thinking that looks like a trap, you would be right. And this trap is absolutely gnarly. I need this to go perfectly to even survive this. So here we go. That's right, a cage drops around you, and they leave you in here with a Garrador. Now, if I've done all this correctly, he won't be able to get to me. However, his claws can reach you through the bars, so you need to watch it in here. And with that, I should actually be pretty safe now. So let's just make sure we're in a good spot, and now we just snipe him through the bars. Yeah, you see that? He's got reach on those claws, man. He is dangerous. I kind of can't believe that shot landed. So he's getting out, which is getting a little dangerous, but I think he's only going to take one more shot. I think I'll be okay. Just gonna have to take this real slow, be patient, and everything will be all right. All right, and with that, he's down. And I am going to have to sell my shotgun soon, because I will need some space for a rocket launcher for reasons. So what I'm going to go ahead and do in this section is just empty my shotgun. That way when we sell it, we won't lose any shells. Always the best. I'm sorry if I laugh at that every time, but it just never gets less funny to me. So we're going to deal with these few spawns. They jump down from the ceiling. All right, and that's my last shotgun bullet, so let's go ahead and put that away for now. Well, that wasn't the prompt I wanted, but that's okay. We get our hourglass with gold decor. And I'm not going to mess around with this Plaga. I'm going to go ahead and get on the other side of the cage from that. And I love the way it just sticks out of their mouth like that. It's so disturbing. And then that thing's gonna detach, but it won't be able to get me. All right. So I think that's all done. We got our treasure that we nearly paid with our life for. And if we run back this way, we can grab some Magnum ammunition. And boy, I can't wait to get the Magnum, but we're not going to be greedy. We're going to go ahead and find it for free the way we're supposed to. Now, this area, I've mentioned before that I hate doing this. But these guys are literally at the bottom of a ladder. So they're just kind of asking for it. So while we sit here and knife these guys in the face as they climb up this ladder, I want to talk about something that I probably should have mentioned earlier. Resident Evil 4 uses a invisible adaptive difficulty, which I believe at the time was a fairly new thing for video games to be doing. I think it was done maybe in some ways. But this game is a really great example of it, where the worse you're doing, the more hits you're taking, the game gets a little easier. And the better you're doing, the fewer hits you're taking, the game gets more difficult. Now that's a system that they also used in God Hand, where when you successfully defeat enemies, you kind of level up. And overall, I just think it's a really nice touch, where you as the player are barely even aware of it. So now I can turn this, and that's going to raise up this middle bridge. It's going to spawn a few more enemies, and then we're going to trap them all at the bottom of this ladder again. Maybe. This is going a little more difficult than I wanted it to, so we may have to change our plans a little bit. Now, that is not what I wanted to happen at all. But that is one of the kind of fun things about this game, is even when you've got a plan, you can end up having to adapt on the fly. Okay. Now those shield guys are waiting up there to ambush me, so I think we're just gonna rifle them down. And it turns out that a wooden shield is no match for a rifle. And the rest of the enemies in this room have pretty serious pathing problems, so we don't really have to worry about them. We're gonna come around here anyway. Take out this crossbow guy, because I hate those guys. And these two morons are just gonna path this way forever. Why am I hearing another one? That's very interesting. At any rate, in the center pedestal here, you can see all kinds of goodies. And I'm not going to grab them right now, but don't worry. We're going to have to backtrack through this area to access that room that you may remember from earlier that was locked on the other side. And it said that I might need the help of another person. So when I've got access to get help from another person, we will be heading back that way to access that room, and it will take us through here. So we can leave that stuff for right now. So we'll grab a little bit more loot and talk to the merchant.
Got some rare things. What are you selling?
And we just have a very small number of treasures, but
Is that all?
I like selling stuff.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, we can also sell our shotgun because now it is empty.
Thank you.
And we
What
can
are you
buy,
buying?
look at that, the attaché case extra
Is
large.
that all?
Look at how much room
Thank
that
you.
is. We'll get a better look at that in a second.
What
And
are
I do
you
not believe I
buying?
have any new tune-ups. Yeah. So let's just take a sec and get organized here. We're going to have a shotgun-shaped hole in our inventory, but that won't be forever, so don't you worry. And on the right here, these two is where our rocket launcher is going to go once we purchase that. And I think I want to put this green herb with his friend. We're just going to reload our rifle to put those in, so we don't need to worry about those. All right, that looks good to me. And I am actually a little pinched on rifle ammo, so that's interesting, but it will be just fine. And with that, let's get out of here.
Leon, I got it. Lewis!
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar, will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Louis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back.
Louis! Louis!
I can't believe they did Lewis like that, man. He was a good guy. This just got personal. But that's the end of that chapter, so that's going to be all the time I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.